Hey, am I live? Let's see. This is a live or a replay, depending upon when you see this. I'm just going to put something here really quickly. A class will be held here on Wednesdays from now on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the conversion. Coven, others are welcome and encouraged to come. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. All right. Can I pin this sucker? I can. Okay, good. So, hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Normally I'm from Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, but today I am here on my YouTube channel where we will be on Wednesdays from now on. If you're in my conversion coven, Wednesday live streams, I will still monitor the group. Okay. So if you have questions or you want to poll each other, whatever, that's your group too. Okay. So I'll still be adminning in that group in my other groups. I don't want you to think that I'm no longer going to have any presence in that Facebook group, but I just figured we should at least have one class on my YouTube channel, where it's otherwise the same deal. Hey, Miss Stephanie Jones, what's going on? Hello, Miss Daniela Waterhawk. How you doing? So let's treat this like we would normally treat our class. If you have any sort of questions, you ask it here. If you have any sort of big wins from last weekend's sales or promotions, you can definitely put it here. We should definitely cheer you on. If you have, anything that you want to share about relationship marketing or sales-based marketing over the coming week, you do it here. It's just a different location. Students of mine should treat this otherwise the exact same way. I did put invitations in some of my other groups for my more active stuff to let those students know that they're welcome here as well. So my leaders, as you're watching this live and or on the replay, if somebody asks you like privately or in a group and I don't see it yet, you're more than welcome to parachute in and say from now on, I will have my 10 a.m.s on Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time, be here. Okay. So you have any questions or anything you want to share? In the meantime, this is not meant to be all Stacey Radio all the time. Please share, please ask. Whatever. And yes, you're more than welcome to invite any of your friends that are in any sort of business that want to ask questions about organic content marketing and how to get actual conversions from them, because we're all busy enough. We don't want to do random acts of content. We want to make sure that we are, I want people to see this. One of my students made this. This is my Live with Frosty's cup. I had a line called Frostin' at one point, and a lot of my students came to me from there initially. But, yep. So if you got friends or relatives who want some free coaching, I can do that here as well. It'll be Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will pin announcements in all of my groups to cover my tracks. And yes, I will send an email out to the email list. And that'll be that there too, to cover my base there too. Okay. So for those people, a couple of quick announcements before I read the comments. For those people who already have the blueberry batch of frosting, when I get off here, I'll be posting in the group the link that you need to reset your members area login. Again, use the same email you made the purchase with, or you can't get in. Remember that. And the only reason why we have to send new login links again is because things are being ported or moved over from Renee's ClickFunnels account to my ClickFunnels account. She just decided to go in a different direction with her business. She's not going to be, at least in this snapshot in time, she's not going to be just simply like handmade business. And you all know that Starla Moore is the expert when it comes to Etsy anyway. Renee has said that for years. So if you're strictly Etsy based or you have strictly Etsy based questions, I would always encourage you to go to Starla, who I love her and her family very much. They're awesome. Renee's going towards wholesaling, manufacturing, and like fulfillment type stuff like Amazon FBA and things like that. And she's trying to do it in a way that can help anybody who's handmade that wants to go that route. But that's where she's focusing her stuff. I've had a bunch of people ask me if anything personal happened, not between Renee and I. Renee made her decision, and I did not ask her really why or have her explain it to me. It's her business. So I do have my customer list. So if you're getting emails from me, you're on that. If you're not getting emails from me, please private message me on Facebook, and I will manually add you. But you do have to ask me to do it. I can't just put people on there. Obviously, the Anti-Can Spam Act doesn't like that. So Stephanie, good morning. Daniela Waterhawk, good morning. Transformational Healing by Donna. Hey, Donna and family, good morning. Stitchwork staff account, Jen Majors. Yay, what's going on? Bridget, Upcycle Lawson, good morning. Just shared. Thank you. Stephanie Jones, going forward, what training will you be providing? I will answer that question. Music Chick Art, good morning. Bridget, Upcycle Lawson. So will we see a social tube shortcut? Maybe. Let me grow a bit bigger here and get into the partner program and stuff. And then I'll feel like I can do that for you guys. I want to know that I can prove in a vettable way I'm making money, Joe's is making money, or both, like Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, before I feel like I should be teaching you guys. So that's something that definitely I would say in 2022, I should be in a place to legit, legit be able to share. All of my products, I will say this, that you have bought from me, whether it's courses, whether it's downloadable digital goods through the popularity plan or anything like that, I am going to continue to support for the foreseeable future, right? For the life of the course, So I don't have plans on being like, no, I will not support those things. And you only have access to those things for X amount of time, right? So don't worry about that. Anything you have from me, to the extent that you have anything from me, you will continue to have. The support will be, I posted in all the groups, and I did send an explainer email out. You do need to whitelist my email address. I don't want to openly say it on YouTube, but if you're in a group, you're receiving my emails or both, you know what email address to whitelist. And there's too many different email service providers, so just Google how to whitelist an email in Yahoo or AOL or Gmail or whatever, and it will give you the step-by-step stuff. This way, when you whitelist my email, you're pretty much guaranteed. I'm in your address book. I'm a safe email, all of that. And you'll get emails from me. They won't not be delivered. They should not go into your spam or your trash, right? Or anything like that. Good morning, Miss Lisa Garrett. Ooh, good question, Bridget. Yes. I promise you that's on the horizon, but I do feel like I should legitimately have income and or a serious vettable benchmark before I start teaching you something and charging for it. I'm sure y'all understand. You know what? I did remember that, Laura. I was like, I think that's Laura. Music Chick Art is Laura Evans. Yay. Did you see my multi-stream thingy? I did, but there's so much crap going in the background. It's probably going to take me a month, me and tech support, largely tech support for a lot of things, to get everything ported into my ClickFunnels account from Renee's ClickFunnels account. Out of all of Renee's coaches, I think you guys know this, from the partner program, I sold the most often. I have thousands upon thousands of clients and all of that stuff. So, they handled the popularity plan because I was in the middle of a launch when all this stuff happened. Blueberry batch of frosting is ported over. You can still, if you're in the bourbon batch of frosting, you know that your old link still works. Do not worry. I will be posting in all of the groups, and I will be sending out emails reconfirming, new link, but otherwise everything's the same, right? It's one of the great things about being in ClickFunnels is, although there is some work to get stuff migrated over, it's the same exact experience. It'll be the same buttons. It'll have the same look and feel. Like, it won't be like this huge shock to your system. So don't worry. My biggest courses, which are currently Social Pin Shortcut and then even bigger Social Gram Shortcut, those two will probably be the last to be migrated over because they're just so huge, right? So I will post as tech support gives me the link. So I do now have the link for Blueberry. If you just bought the Blueberry batch of frosting from me, you have the current link. That was emailed out to you, okay? So that'll be fine. But for everybody else, I will post, and that will be the announcement that I pinned to the top. All right, let me see. Let me see who else came in the meantime. So yes, Bridget, I did see that you did it. I'm probably going to be doing that, and then I will probably be recommending it out to everybody else once I know it. So Stephanie, yes, there is a way you can have the sign on for the previous Frostins. Hey, Miss Onika. Stephanie says, just as an FYI, I'm in the middle of building a brand, or my hubby. I'm sure you're aware. Yeah, we've talked about some of that. And I have my tutu shop on hold, and we'll eventually have a digital shop. As well you should, Stephanie. I'll talk to you a little bit more. You guys have been so patient and kind and loving to me. I did not see this thing coming. There was no warning to me. I'm not even angry about it. It just is what it is. I'm a lawyer. I can pivot on the dime. But you were talking about like a lot of tech stuff that still has to be migrated over. So thank you for your patience. As new logins become available, I will post in the Facebook groups first, and then I will do a roundup email with the links. Unless you hear otherwise from me, you should be able to log into everything. If you are on Popularity Plan, you should have the updated link. If for some reason you don't, reach out to me by private message. The 2-3 people I've had to do that with, link works, they're happy. So that I can do you right away. Blueberry I can handle today. I think, let me see. I just got a Slack in, so this is breaking news. Ooh, okay, so the Rose batch of frosting, I also will have a new login for. The Apple batch of frosting as well. And the Orange batch of frosting. Okay, so, this stuff is happening in real time. And I will probably, and tech support will probably need another week to 2 weeks because I was the biggest. They did get rid of the other coaches first. They took care of my Popularity Plan first because we were in the middle of launch. Then they got rid of Mandy and Leilani and I think Erin. I think everybody else is done. And now they're just taking care of the beast that is me. So you will still get new logins. Keep asking questions about pretty much anything. And it's my job to answer it. Bridget says, I'm watching from my upcycled jewelry account. It's on hold while I'm getting the brick and mortar up and running, selling online, and getting the business to business rocking. But I'm learning and growing it. I get it takes time. It absolutely does. Stephanie says, can we have one sign on for all the frostings where everything is on similar to Popularity? At this time, no. Once I train more, and this will not be for a good month, I need to let them do everything that they're doing. Know that I have everything in my account. And if there is a way for me to, after the fact, kind of somehow digitally daisy chain all the frostings together, I'll do it. I don't know if it's possible or not possible, Stephanie. I know that the Popularity Plan, we figured out how to set it up when it was fresh and new a couple months ago. So that's an easy deal. That's a very easy deal. In terms of monthly offerings like that, that might be like, and I've taught you guys about a continuity plan. If you're new or relatively new, or you don't remember what a continuity plan is, let me know down below. But my continuity plan right now, I'll sell or resell any batches of frosting anybody doesn't have through the end of the year. And of course, I'm going to continue to support that product. But otherwise, like, the Popularity Plan will be something that every month I'll sell just digital packs. It's not a course. And you can, get it or not get it. It's not a subscription service. But that'll be like my definite monthly offering to you will be the popularity plan. A lot of you take me up on that offer because it saves you time, whether you have a team because you're intermediate advanced or not, especially if you're a beginner, right? So I know a lot of people ask for something like that. I'm not shocked that it sells. Yes, I will be selling that at least monthly. You will have one of my 2 launches to start be the popularity plan. And yes, it will always be housed under one members area. With Frostin, I will try a month or so from now when everything is done to see if I can understand the tech enough to join everything together. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. But I know moving forward, if I have something else, how to do that myself. So that works. So that's pretty cool. Let me catch up with more questions. That would be amazing. I agree. Yay! Okay, people are catching up in the stream. Yay. Heather Dupay, good morning, #lives. So do we post wins on here like in the group? You can, Bridget. I would also recommend that you post them in the group because I don't know why. I've tried to find like articles about this, but it seems like after a live is over, when you first save your live, it's like a replay, and now it's a video on YouTube. I understand an awful lot about YouTube. I do, but this is something where it's a weird sticking point, and I'm hoping that they fix this moving forward. But once I go into replay mode for this, any questions or comments or anything you post after that will stay. But so far, it doesn't seem like these comments will stay after I go out of live mode on YouTube only. So I would highly recommend you, no matter what, since I am going to be adminning my groups, okay, to post in there. So not only can I see it or see it again, but other people can see it too, who may or may not come to lives, right? Like in the conversion coven, we have like 700 something of you running around, and I don't see 700 something of you on here live right now. I know people are in different time zones. I get that. But you know what I mean? So like definitely say it here so we can celebrate you in real time. I can speak it out. I can read it out. People will definitely hear that when they come and listen on the replay. But I do want the Conversion Coven is a Facebook group. I'm not looking to retire like anytime soon. So definitely post there too. If you've got a win, if you've done something, if you've learned a trick or technique, please do share it in the groups. That is not meant to be all Stacey Radio all the time. That's ours, right? So please share. And also, please give me a thumbs up on this. I see there's like a couple dozen of you here right now, and there's only like 4 or 5 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up because you want to know why? I'll teach you something right now. You guys know, if you a Funnel Fairy Godmother Compel, every time someone engages, they comment, they like, they share. Those are data points for the algorithm to surface. So it will continue to ping people who are subscribed to me, whether they've clicked on the bell notification or not. I think they prioritize for those who have clicked the bell notification, kind of makes sense. And then for those that don't after that. It may also, YouTube is super good at doing this. It matchmakes, right? So it's going to do matchmaking beyond the people who are subscribers of mine. If you're on YouTube, and I know my intermediate to advanced students are on YouTube, you will notice over time, most of your views won't come from your subscribers, usually. When your channel's tiny and your community's tight, you may see something different. It's not unusual. You're not doing anything wrong. People might come and go and watch some of your stuff before they subscribe to you on YouTube. YouTube's a really mature platform, so getting subscribers isn't easy, but it's not hard either. It's just not a layup because a lot of people are like, well, before I subscribe and get more stuff in my suggested feed, let me test drive them a couple of times. So actually, if you guys want to share this out, I can do Q&As for anybody who comes along as well, because as I'm answering their questions, it benefits you guys too. So if you could share like Bridget did, that's great. You're welcome to share. This will be where Conversion Coven Lives will go from now on. I will share a link to the replay in there too, just so I'm clear on that, okay? Let's see what else. Have you checked out Teachable? Yeah, I know about Teachable. Kara Bunton put all of her courses there. We just have one login. She used to have a login for separate courses too before she moved over. And then Laura says, I think I need 3 more Frostins. Oh, by the way, Laura, I think you're one of the people. Are you one of the? No, you came to me when Blueberry. I have like thousands of you running around, so if I don't always remember this, but I mean to, I care. Ooh, more thumbs up, more thumbs up. Thank you. I see those thumbs up going. Share this out. Tell people that if they're a product-based business, a service-based business, they're a handmade business, whatever, I can answer their organic social media content marketing questions here. That's what we're doing anyway. Ooh, what is that? But if you're new or relatively new to Blueberry Frosting, after that, I'm going to go into the group. I'm going to post the login link for the people who need it. But anybody brand new, you have the right login link from your success email the last day or so. You're already good, but that's okay. You'll see the notification. I know I have a couple people to let into the Facebook group. Sorry, there is just so much crap going on. Yes, I know about Teachable. I am not necessarily, right now, I prefer to keep everything under one ClickFunnels based hood. But I have seen other people, once they have multiple offerings, go, oh, it might be easier. Because I do have people who will get everything or almost everything I have to take it into Teachable. I would not be able to do all that on my own. So I'm in full transparency. I have some fiscal responsibilities that I have to take care of before I can take on another major. Like Teachable itself isn't going to be the expense. It's paying somebody, to replace the tech person I always had through Renee. And I have some stuff I have to get rid of financially before I can take on a staff person who can migrate it all and then manage it all. Do you know what I mean? Because I can handle a lot of ClickFunnels stuff myself. Teachable's not off the table. It's not. But I do love ClickFunnels and highly recommend it otherwise. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Stephanie said I had to step away for a long time and I'm still not up and running yet. So bear with me if I ask questions you've already addressed. Ask away. I don't care. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I'm here to serve you guys. I'm your servant. Ask. You don't even have to qualify it, but I appreciate that you're doing it, Stephanie. You're a love. But you guys don't have to do that or don't have to sweat it. It doesn't matter how many times I addressed it. This is the highest and best expression of who I am as a human being. I love what I do, and I love who I do it for. So please ask. I'm so tickled pink that I am helping the people that I'm helping, whether I'm answering their questions, whether I'm giving them advice, whether they're going from not profitable to profitable, like how many of you have done. They've gone to 4 figures when they've never seen it, 5 figures. I've got a very healthy dose of you to multiple 5 figures, 6 figers. I mean, dang, that is my high. It really is. I love that. So please let me help you. I am happy to do it. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so Dawna's here. Be aware that everything you post is public here. That's true. That's true. But I'm going to tell you that unless they fixed it, when I go to save the comments, they don't save. Until after this is officially published as a replay. As I publish it to replay, there is an option that you toggle to keep the comments, but they don't save. And I don't know why. And I don't know if it's something they can address. And I haven't found somebody with a workaround. So, but still treat it like it could be made public. So that's another reason why I wouldn't retire the Conversion Coven Facebook group. What I might do is retire the other Funnel Fairy Godmother groups and just say, everybody just go here, and which I know most people know to do. And the explainer email I send when you bought anything Funnel Fairy Godmother would have told you that. And I mean, I have 700 something of you running around in there. I think there would only be strays that don't know, but I still check on those groups. But it's becoming a lot, especially now that I have to admin everything. And again, there's certain financial commitments I have to handle before I can hire anybody on to do anything. So it's going to be me doing pretty much everything. I mean, I still have Barney. He's been on my payroll since 2019. So I still have Barney for the videos. I still have Galilee to help me with the design. They're not going away. I pay into them. They're mine. They're not mine. I don't own them. But you know what I mean? Like, they're not going away. But I'm going to have to do everything other than that myself, even post them helping me with the migration. So I know you guys, by and large, know that, but let me pre-frame your expectations. Stitchwork staff account. Yay. Okay. And that's Jen. Silver Fox, Rebecca Schwab. I'm back. You're back. We're all back, girl. B Haven Designs. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Miss Lady. Donna says, I hit 94 subscribers this morning. I'm so close to the first goal. Yes. So she's talking about YouTube, which I think she is. Most YouTubers, there's billions of YouTubers with an S on this platform. This and Facebook are two of the most mature, successful this isn't social media, but social media or social media-esque type platforms. So there are billions of users. So you all know, to get to your first 100 subs, most YouTubers won't do that. So it is huge to get to your first 100. Because most YouTubers won't do that, even ones who really, really try. There's a lot of moving pieces to being able to do YouTube right. And it's mostly organic, sweat of your brow stuff. There is one tool that I recommend that people use because I use it, and that's TubeBuddy. And I do have a link down below. It is an affiliate link. But there's a free version that you can use. So still use that link, because if you ever do go to any of the paid versions later, then hey, I referred you. But there is, like, at least currently, a forever free plan. So you can, even just the free stuff is better than you not having any guidance to kind of do better with YouTube-based SEO. It really is the tool that I would recommend for YouTube. I know there's vidIQ. I've tried them both. If I only were to pick one, and they both have affiliate programs, don't worry, I'm not shy about admitting that, but I like YouTube better. So Donna hitting 100, I want you to post in all the groups when you hit that, Donna. I know you're 6 away. Because when you hit 100, you've cleared a goal that most YouTubers won't do. This is Googleable. This is vettable. And then cool tip number 2 is you can get a custom URL at 100. So that's really cool. The next major threshold that you have to hit is, that you would like to hit, I'm sure, is 1,000. So getting to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, again, most YouTubers won't do it. It's a very small percentage that actually does do it compared to the bulk of the people on the platform. The average YouTuber will take 2 to 5 years to hit 1,000 subs of those that do it on YouTube. It took me 10 months, but I had a lot of y'all to thank for that. And of course, I know how to drive traffic too. And I know that Donna's definitely become quite the master, the mistress of that. And that's helping her too. Yes. So you just bought Blueberry. You have to be approved by the group. Yep. I will definitely see to that. Like, when I get off here and I post the replay, I'm going to throw up a quick thumbnail so you don't just see me going. And then I'm going right to Blueberry Facebook first, because I know we're in a launch and I got to get people in. If you're in other groups and you've asked other questions there, I will get to that next. So thank you for buying Blueberry Batch of Frostin'. I will be all the frostings, all my offerings, I will support for the foreseeable future, so don't worry about that. Donna says, I really like my LearnDash too. It's another option for you later to look at. Yay. Woo, Donna. Absolutely. Elizabeth said, did we already ask about emails on our logins for past courses? I'm so out of the loop. I'm glad you're feeling better, Miss Elizabeth. I had COVID too back in December through January, or a lot of January. So I'm glad you're feeling better. Yes. If you're getting emails from me from, say, the Blueberry launch or the past Popularity Plan launch, then you're on my email list. If you're not, please private message me, Elizabeth, to make sure that you're on there, because you need to be on that list, because that's where I'm going to be sending announcements about new logins as they become available. First, I'm going to post the login links in the Facebook groups, because I know anybody that's really active and really thinking about it, that's going to be one of the first places that they look. And if they engage with the groups at all, Facebook's EdgeRank algorithm is going to shove out that post to you. But then I'm also going to be doing an email also confirming the links. What I will do is I checked with tech support. I can share the link to the whole email list because unless they purchase, they're not going to be able to get in. And unless they have an email address that they made their purchase with, they're still not going to be able to get in. So that's like the most efficient way for me to get the word out to you guys. Because moving forward, I wouldn't do it like that. But just in full disclosure, I just got a mass email list of thousands upon thousands of people from Renee and her people. I'm glad to have gotten it. Don't get me wrong. But that list, I can't segment that email list according to who bought what. I could only do that through Renee's platform, and soon I'm out of it. So, for Frostin' and Funnel Fairy Godmother stuff and social pin and social talk shortcut, if you have that was in my ClickFunnels account to start. So you have the right link. You will not need a new link, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're good there. Popularity plan, you should be good there going forward. Let me know by private message if you're not. And like I said, the Frostins I read off, including Blueberry, because we're launching it right now. I will go in and I will let you guys know. Give me, please, another week to 2 weeks for everything to get migrated over. It's okay. Y'all can ask as many times as you want. I am keen to get all that behind me. I think once we're like a month, like by July 15th, we're a month post Renee busting up the partner program. And I think by then we're definitely all settled. The smoke has cleared and we're in the rearview mirror. Please give me a thumbs up, guys, and make sure you share this out so that, I can help your friends and people that you're in different groups with who say nobody ever gives us free advice. I'm here to do it. I'm happy to do it. So don't worry about being out of the loop, Miss Elizabeth. It's okay. Donna says, I agree. It deletes mine as well. Yeah, the comments that happen when you do a premiere get deleted. I meant to say that too. She's right. That part's weird because it's already a hosted video. I know. And Bridget's right. Everything online can potentially be public. It can. Even if you talk to somebody in a private message, they can screenshot stuff. So always be careful. That is very true. B Havens Designs. P.S. Melanie from Australia. Sorry, I should have said it early. That's okay, you guys. That's okay. Keep reminding me. I have so many of y'all running around, but I do care about every single one of you. I love what I do. I'm not going away. We're going to keep things pretty much the same moving forward and stuff like that. Bridget says, if you use a third-party service like YardStream, it's supposed to put the comments on the recording screen. I haven't done it yet. Well, let me show that stuff. Okay, there we go. Donna says, and please do not all go subscribe if you're not interested in the videos that I post. That's true, too. So why I never say follow for follow, sub for sub, even when I posted in all of the groups about Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill. And if you want to see like what we do for marketing as a 7-figure business, and we're not even perfect about it because perfect's the enemy of done, I was still like, I'm not going to follow you guys back. I can't do it. I can't, and only do it if like, well, heck, if you love food stuff like this anyway, fine, go consume the content. Or if you want to study out in the wild the things that Joe's does, because my stuff's going to be a mess for the next couple of weeks while I'm dealing with all this, and I was sick going into it all, so that was fun too. So I'm going to be the shoemaker who has no shoes, unfortunately, for longer than I would have thought. But you want to go see what we do with Joe's. Joe's we never stop marketing for. That's a business that pulls in money every single day. And through Facebook and Instagram alone, $1,000 plus or minus every week a piece. We get money through the DMs, through the messages, and stuff like that. So what we do works. But I would not. Don't follow anybody else. No follow for follow. No sub for sub. That stuff gets you in trouble. The algorithms pick that up. If you're not going to be consuming the content, even kind of sometimes, the algorithm will eventually be like, and penalize, especially on YouTube. YouTube is so great at doing matchmaking. So when I say share this out into groups, take me for example. I'm happy y'all share, and I'm happy if, people, no matter what kind of business they have, subscribe to me, because I talk about organic content marketing that converts on my channel, right? So, so this is stuff that they would want to see. My lives, my replays, the videos. If you're just subscribing to help Donna hit 100 and you're not going to watch her stuff ever, almost ever, that doesn't help her, because the YouTube algorithm is going to try and do matchmaking based upon people who watch her stuff, based upon people who subscribe to her stuff. That sends data points for the algorithm to take into consideration to go do matchmaking. But it'll start doing wonky matchmaking for Donna if people are like, well, not Wiccan, not pagan, not spiritual, they're religious, or they're atheist or agnostic, then they may not care to see anything that's there. So if you're subscribing to help her meet a numerical goal, that's very sweet of you. I'm sure she and I both love you for it, but in the long run, it doesn't help. That's another reason why you don't want to do follow for follow pods and stuff like that. If other coaches ever recommend that to you, I think the answer is kind of no. I may agree with everything else they teach, or I may not, but no. And I don't care if it's an app. Go check to see if that app, is an official third-party vendor of Instagram. It won't be. I could all but bet the farm on it, because something like that is violative of Instagram and pretty much any other platform's terms of service. The algorithm gets messed up when people stack the deck like that. It's not fair to everybody else who wants to play honestly, right? And then they can't serve up the right kind of ads to people based upon their interests, because if you're subscribing to Donna and you're not interested in Wiccan, pagan, spiritual, that sort of thing, then it's like they're going to be serving you up ads you don't need. So that doesn't help them. That doesn't help their advertisers. There's reasons why you can or cannot do things, or they encourage you to do things, or they discourage you to do things. La 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 la. I subbed to you today, Donna. Yay! Elizabeth said, no problem. I know you're swamped. Just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Hey, me being swamped, thank you for being a sweetheart, Miss Elizabeth. Mwah. I love you, and I love all of you. But me being swamped is one thing, but you all should get access to what you paid for, too. So unless I'm announcing one of those groups today, your link should still work. The only reason why your link won't work is because they finished migrating something into my account. So, until today, other than the popularity plan, all of your other links should have worked, right? So now it's popularity plan, it's blueberry, it's apple, orange, and rose batches of frosted. I don't think they got to any Funnel Fairy Godmother stuff yet. And I know that they are going to be leaving social pin and social gram shortcut to the end. They're just huge. This will take probably weeks to finish out. So unless I say otherwise, with new links in the groups, by email, both, your current link should work. Bridget says, I need to get my YouTube going soon. Do lives get more reach than regular posted videos? That is a good question. I will get to that in a second. She goes, I just need to binge the people I do love to follow. Yes. Transformational Healing by Donna says, exactly. My last herb walk currently is a 20% click rate. I worked hard to get up to that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And those algorithms will be happy to help you, because then it keeps people on the platform longer with your free content. And you're getting people who are more likely to buy your stuff. You're getting people who are more likely to consume your free stuff. Those should be one and the same groups. And then YouTube, or whatever the platform's algorithm is, goes, yay, because now I can keep those people and matchmake to get more people to stay on the platform longer. And then in addition, I could serve up great ads to them. Like I discussed with Funnel Fairy Godmother Compel, when it comes to algorithmic compulsion, the algorithms are never against you. They're for you. You just have to know how to optimize your stuff to draw the right people to you live and on the replay, if we're talking about lives and replays, or for your videos if we're talking about YouTube or anywhere else you can post videos. And the same thing with any other content you create for any other platform. When you holistically understand how, what I call algorithmic compulsion and how it works, then it demystifies a lot of crap for you. And then you realize these algorithms are ready, willing, and able to help you because it's a symbiotic relationship. I win, you win, we both win. So some people who are on YouTube are like, ew, you know, the platform only, you know, favors like bigger, you know, creators. No, they want to make AdSense revenue more and more and more and more and more. There is no favoritism, right? It's just the big creators might have been around for so long that even if they don't optimize their stuff right, people are just used to tuning into them every day, or they drop a video on YouTube once a week. And so that's why they don't need to be as concerned about optimizing maybe as everyone else. But if everyone else optimizes and you're creating content that isn't always sell, 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 buy as the direct message, you could be talking about tips, tricks, techniques. You could be talking about education, information, entertainment, or inspiration starring your products, but it's not in your face, buy. And you can still sell directly and indirectly. You can do it organically all day long. And you're training up the algorithm. This is my audience. Go matchmake and find more, because we both win. YouTube would love every YouTube account to be monetized or in the partner program. YouTube would love to serve up ads to everybody, right? So, and that's every platform. They don't, it's not like they're against small fry accounts. They want them all to win because there's even more people and even more ads. So get it? Like nothing's stacked against you at all. So let me answer Bridget's question. On YouTube, do lives get more reach than regular posted videos? The answer is it kind of depends. While you're live, of course, especially if people show up, especially if people are pinging, you know, by like liking a video, sharing a video, content, sharing the video, commenting, that's the word that I meant. The more engagement you get, the more people who show up, especially if even just some of them stick around for a while, that's sending a lot of strong signals out to YouTube. And so it will continue to work hard to get people to the live. But if you optimize by like saying, like today isn't a really great example, because today was like, let me get everybody together. Let me tell them all the updates for my brand. Like, I don't know how many people besides my students are looking up my brand right now. What you put in the show notes, what you put in the title, those things will help to optimize your stuff so that it performs well in the replay as well as the live, right? So all YouTube knows right now from my title and really what is in my description box is that this is just about Stacey Storino. So, you know, I will definitely work hard to ping her subscribers, and I'll definitely work hard to ping, if she gets enough engagement, people who have seen her stuff before but haven't subscribed yet. At best, that's probably what this video is going to do. So if this first video, plus I have not been on my YouTube channel for a while. I got injured late last summer. Then I got COVID from going in and out of the medical facilities because my immune system's been trashed since 1992. And that destroyed my December and a lot of my January, and then a long, slow recovery from there. So, and then I put up some gamer YouTube videos because my son was like, Mom, I want to start a business with you. Can you do a series for that? And then because he's 12, he pulled out of it. So that explains, let me close loop on that. That explains the gamer videos that are here. I'm going to hide them. I will not delete them because they did get some views. So I don't want to lose that data. But so lives can be really good while they're live if you've optimized your title, ideally your thumbnail. This will have a thumbnail, but it doesn't have one right now. But ideally your title, your thumbnail, and your description, those are important. So if you're not really using your show notes, you don't have to go too crazy, and you shouldn't ever spam or keyword stuff your show notes. But if you're trying to optimize something and you're going live, you're doing a trunk show, you're doing a demo, you're doing a tip, trick, or technique video, whatever, You need to optimize that title. You should have some optimization and some stuff besides whatever's your default in your show notes. And ideally, you have a thumbnail that's attractive, clickable, and will very quickly convey to someone live or on the replay what this video is all about. So you can get good extra reach while you're live if you're optimized. And then the replay, it can still work well afterwards. Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions about that? Are you still doing the gamer course? I'm not, because you want to know why. Excuse me. And this is a fair question. Number one, this was supposed to be something that my son and I was going to do. And as he grew older, I was going to spin it off to him for his business. But he's 12 and he backed out of it. But number two, Renee's pivoted, and I know that she has the right to do it. I'm not being critical of her. She's not doing the wrong thing. But I know that some people are like, I mean, some folks don't like change anyway, and that can't be helped. That's on their end. But Renee is pivoting, and what I'm going to pivot to, like, it's just too much. It's too much, and there's so much helter-skelter now that we're just going to go back down to basics, and I'm just going to be sticking here. This is my space. I also got invited to speak at a sublimation summit in September. And so I know that's going to introduce a lot of people who are product space also to me. And so I looked at the big picture, and now that my son isn't into it, and how many pivots can everyone handle? And I don't want to water down my message. So, I don't know that I ever would have done the gamer thing if it wasn't for my son, who definitely tugged at the heartstrings and said, you don't love me. You don't want to help me, mommy. You work so many hours between Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill and then your own thing. Like, I want to do something with you too. Woo. So you know what happened. So now you understand, right? So no, I won't be doing the gamer thing moving forward, because there's just, you know what? I'm just going to stay here and double down. And I think that's, and I also have Melissa Pickles putting together another summit. And then somebody else had invited me to it, to a different summit. So I might start being a speaker too, but in this area. So I don't want to pivot. I don't want anybody to get whiplash from me or anything like that. Does that make sense? So I made it. Hey, Stories in Stoneware, what's up? Do you have any questions or anything like that? So I will definitely, let's see where we are in time. Okay, good. Does anybody have any questions about YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok? So Social Talk Shortcut, I had launched the one time for $2.97. When Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill hits 500,000 fans or followers on TikTok, the plan is for me to release, shortly after that, an updated version. Oh, no. Don't do that. I don't want a content strike. Be careful. Always be careful. Where are we at? Woo! We're currently at 467,000 followers. So I had several dozen of you buy the Social Talk course when it was at $2.97. You obviously have lifetime access to the course and all the updates. So let me be clear. You will not get a new login link for that, because that was hosted in my ClickFunnels account from the start. Renee knew that I was going to start separating out from her anyway. I was separate before her, right? So I had a ClickFunnels account before she did. So my original Bravery University students are still in there. Do you know what I mean? So, but I will be re-releasing it with updated material. And instead of putting replays from the live trainings that we did over a 2-week period of time in the members area, I'm going to have nice, crisp, clean lessons in there. And it's all about how to get all 3 conversions that you need for your business on TikTok. Get more followers, sure, but you can't take those to the bank, right? Yes, I want people to get on your email list, and we're going to show you how in 60 seconds or less to encourage them to do that directly and indirectly. And yes, of course, you want more sales. And Jennifer and I think 5 other of my students, since the time I launched that course, not everybody tells me everything either, but I know that they've been getting sales because of TikTok. Oh, Andrew was one of them too. Andrew had TikToks that went ginormous. He's had reels that goes ginormous. Oh my goodness. Donna says, from this point forward, all of your 10 a.m. Wednesday lives for Conversion Coven will be here. Yes, just confirming for those who may have missed it. Thank you for your leadership, Donna. Yes, the answer is yes. Of course, I'm going to post in my groups. And I will, in Conversion Coven especially, and any Funnel Fairy Godmother offerings that I have, I'm going to make that the pinned announcement. But yes, spread the word. I may as well do that, okay? I may as well do that and have one day a week where we're here. So Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time will be here. Of course, there will be replays. Because the comments may very well disappear, make sure that you post any of your wins or repost any questions that you have or that you think other people should see. I'll re-answer them there, that sort of thing, okay? So, and I will have themes going forward. This was just like a big information dump this time around. But I did answer some questions too. But I will have themes and I will have a thumbnail and I will optimize for the theme as though this were standalone stuff that wasn't just for students, but this is for students and their friends and stuff like that too. I don't have any plans to release new Funnel Fairy Godmother stuff. But of course, like I said, I'm supporting everything that y'all bought for the foreseeable future. So don't worry about that. And like I said earlier, for those that came on just recently, all the other like groups for Funnel Fairy Godmother, I'm just going to be like, you know, the one main group is going to be the Conversion Coven, which I think by and large is what the deal is anyway. So I don't think I'm going to have anybody freaking out. But since I'm going to be the only person adminning all this stuff for sure, moving forward, I'm going to go nuts trying to, excuse me, I'm going to go nuts trying to handle everything myself. So I just have certain financial obligations that I have to take care of before I can hire on a tech person. That would be the first thing I would do. And then a support person / admin after that. So I'm hoping by the new year, I'm in a good position to do that. Andrea, yay. No questions. Just wanted to tune in. Yep. Glad to be here. Great to see you moving forward. Absolutely, Ann McDonald. I didn't look. Said, do we still have the Bravery University stuff in Froston? You should. You should. You should. That's a good question. They are everything. See, that's one of the good things about moving it from one ClickFunnels account to another. You clone the funnel, and then you move the funnel over. That should have the members area, not just a sales page in it. My advanced students know about ClickFunnels because a lot of them are like, I'm either going to sell products and services through there too, and or I'm going to teach a course, right? So I'll teach a course about how to use, I don't know, my essential oils, or how to, you know, live a better spiritual life as a Wiccan pagan, right? Thank you for this, Dawn. I love this. You know, if I sell teas or mugs and stuff like that, maybe I don't sell the teas, maybe I sell the mugs, but I'm going to talk about like different teas and stuff like that. You know, what's to soothe and what's, you know, good for sleep and what's good for relaxation versus soothing your throat and stuff like that. You could have courses like that, right? You could have all sorts of stuff that you could do. If you sell bakeware, you can sell courses with recipes about using your bakeware. You sell jewelry, you could talk about, you know, all different ways to, you know, wear the jewelry. I mean, really, you could just sell a mini course as like a mini offering. Anything under $50 is considered like a mini course or a small offering or a tripwire offering. And you can definitely get your repeat customers interested in buying a course using your stuff or stuff like your stuff. And that's another way to gain income. That's another stream of income. But that's not for beginners. Beginners need to have proof of concept and get used to selling at least twice a month, right? At least twice a month, you have to do that. I watch those videos when I start getting imposter syndrome. Thank you. Yes. And Bravery University was a course. So everything, all the content should move over, not just the structure. That's the whole point I was trying to make. It's not quite as simple as copy and paste everything in, but because some links to some videos that are being hosted may be broken. So you do have to check those things and test it out to make sure it's good moving forward. But yes, if you bought Bravery University as part of any other offering that I had, because that was the first course I ran before Renee. okay, to be honest with you. And I did have sales for that. And I did have a customer base before Renee. I was the most experienced person other than Renee. And then Starla had been selling things for years too. But I think I've been selling courses longer than Starla also, or it's somewhere around the same. But, like Leilani and, if I'm not mistaken, like Leilani and Aaron and Mandy, I don't think they were selling courses or digital offerings or both before this, but I had since 2016, 16 into 17. So I was coaching part-time 2013, 14 while I was still an attorney, full-time after President's Day 2015. And then I know I got into online courses for some of my students who were asking for something that was like Bravery University because they had to deal with hostile work environments or hostile home environments while they're trying to be self-employed, or as women, hostile situations with customers, clientele, with vendors, negotiating, mediating, imposter syndrome, a whole bunch of things. Imposter syndrome, believe it or not, just as many men, statistically speaking, suffer it as women. I had thought differently. But I've come to find out that's not true. Donna says, I agree. They are great to just play in the background while doing other work or driving. Driving, I use on the playlists here, so they autoplay. Yay. Daniela says, once you move completely over to your new website, will there be a table of content for all your available courses? That's a good question. And Lisa Denti, and I owe her that. Somebody wanted to know about all my courses. Yes. Is there like one place where we can see where it's all available? That will be, they need to migrate everything over first. And then I will have like all the links for everything and the sales pages for everything. And then we will work out the best way logistically to do that. And I want to be careful, especially because it would seem that the email list I got wasn't just students. It was supposed to just be students. I had nothing to do. I don't use Entreport. I don't know how to use it. I don't want to know how to use it. I use MailChimp, and I have familiarity with ConvertKit. I may at some point next year go to ConvertKit. Won't affect any of you. Don't worry about it. You'll still be getting emails from team. Well, I don't want to say my email openly on YouTube. Be careful. But it won't affect you. It's going to affect me on my end because I can do a little bit more sophisticated stuff with ConvertKit, like tagging people. But the list I got, I have thousands of students. It seems like I have y'all on there, and it seems like I had some other people on there that went, who are you? And I went, so that was weird, hence my big explainer email. I have to say, the vast majority of people who are like, who are you? Or I didn't realize I'm not a student of yours, but I know who you are. When the explainer video went out, explainer email went out, they were like, oh, now I get it. And most people were nice and stayed. Of those that asked to be taken off, most of them were very nice, very, very nice. And then I had some people that were very nasty. So, but they're shooting the messenger. And sometimes when you're scared or you feel like you got spammed or something, or I've been asking to get off a list for how long, how come nobody took me off the list? I don't know. I didn't manage this stuff until like 2 weeks ago now. Don't hate me. So, what can I say? Nothing's perfect. I don't blame them, but something happened that wasn't what we were told we were getting student lists. All the links for what I bought are broken, so maybe they're moving more over. Yes, they are. Isn't that called a hero page or something like that? Like a master offering thing. So what I'm definitely going to do, and this is something else that's on my to-do list. I have to do a website again for myself. Once I have a website, there will definitely be a sales page with all my offerings on it. That's a no duh, right? So, but that's something else that's on my to-do list that probably is not going to get done until everything's migrated over, because obviously I need all the working links. Okay. And honestly, Who said that? Okay, so Laura says all the links for what I bought are broken. They are moving things over. I mean, that's happening through this week and next week for sure, Laura. But here's the thing. My understanding from tech support was they were not just globally turning everything off. That would be ridiculous. Unless they thought they could do it in a couple of hours, that would be a ridiculous thing to do. And they had said that if they were going to ever be able to do that, they would have told me. I would have sent an email to the list and posted in all my groups and done some quick lives to say, hey, we're going to have like a blackout period of like a couple of hours. And then everything will be transferred over, and then I'll post in the groups and I'll email the list. And that's how you would do it. But this, I have so many offerings and so many students and so many videos and so many PDFs, and things are hosted, videos in this cloud and the PDFs in that cloud. And God, this was never going to get done in a day, let alone a couple of hours. So they had said they would not go and turn everything off. They would only turn things off if they were in the process of and very shortly going to migrate something over. So again, social gram shortcut should work because that's going to be one of the last things that they move over. Social pin shortcut, the old Pinterest Academy course, same thing. I know that people are getting in those right now. Okay, I know that they are. So if you're having a problem getting into the bigger courses or anything that's Funnel Fairy Godmother, for sure, because those are not getting migrated over yet. This week was supposed to be for Frostin', right? Last week they definitely handled Popularity Plan or whatever, right? So you should be able to get into all your Funnel Fairy Godmothers. You should be able to get into Social Pin Shortcut. You should be able to get into Social Gram Shortcut. If for any reason you can't get into those things, you need to email until they're migrated over. Well, first of all, you need to clear your cache, clear your cookies, update your browser, relaunch your browser after you've relaunched your computer. Because a lot of times this is a caching issue. And that's almost always like 99% of the time the solution when we're not migrating things over. I promise you it is. Because we definitely get messages on our end if stuff isn't working and that there's things that us or our tech support has to fix. ClickFunnels is excellent about that. I cannot complain. And they will ping you with emails. They really will. So one of the many reasons why I do like ClickFunnels. I don't figure this stuff out on my own. They let me know, and either I fix it if I can or I hire a tech person to do it really fast, right? So if you're having a problem after you take care of all those things, and it's not what I just said. So Popularity Plan, Blueberry, Rose, Apple, Orange. Those are the only things that have new links right now. Everything else is not turned off until they're migrating it over because they don't want everybody flooding you, flooding me, flooding Cupcake Training saying, I can't get into my stuff, right? That doesn't make any sense. So, and I had asked him anyway, I said, stupid question. You're not just turning everything off, right? And he's like, no, support will go crazy. So please, please, if you're not Popularity Plan, if you're not Blueberry, Rose, Apple, or Orange, then you don't need new links right now. Okay, let me know. I tried Bourbon and Rose and they don't work. Well, I just told you Rose is going to be a new link. Bourbon, I will ask customer support, but they're overseas, so they're not likely going to see this until like tomorrow morning my time, or maybe super late tonight my time in Eastern Standard Time. Sorry to step away from my girls. Where is the link to test it out, see if they work? I purchased all training except for some Popularity Plan. They will be posted in the groups right now. For Frostin', it's Blueberry, it's Rose, it's Apple, it's Orange, batches of Frostin', and Popularity Plan. So only 5 things have been migrated over. And some of this stuff, I just got the Slack message when I started. But when I started, it was 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's 10 p.m. where he is. He's off to bed now. The poor dude has to sleep. I know Renee is paying him overtime. She's doing the best she can. He's doing the best he can. I don't know, other than cloning and importing something, how to fix everything or how to holistically bring stuff over. There's only so much tech I can handle at 50 plus years old, and I'm not techie. So again, patience, you guys. I know you're exhibiting it, and I know that you understand. A hero page, really quickly, is on a website. There's a hero image that's the biggest image at the top. It's usually the big, long, rectangular image on a page on a website. And then you can certainly place other images, and you can certainly set, depending upon your theme and everything, you can certainly set the dimensions so that they can be, smaller compared to the hero image. On websites, generally, it's best practice to have one large hero image, and then you should put as many images into like a blog post or a product listing page or something like that as you can, or embed videos and stuff like that. People don't want to see just long text. They just don't. And Google and YouTube are both owned by the same parent company, which is called Alphabet. Anybody who says that like Google owns YouTube, they're like 7 years too late on that. You can Google it and see that Alphabet is the parent or umbrella company, and Google and YouTube plus other companies that are owned by the parent company, Alphabet, are sister companies. Regardless, when you embed a YouTube video onto yours or someone else's, when you embed a YouTube video onto a page or a post on your website, Google likes it and will give you a little bit more of an algorithmic boost. Google takes the longest to rank. YouTube can take some time to rank. Pinterest, if you use the right SEO or search engine optimization, which is still important on YouTube and on Google, of course, one of the most critical things that you can do. Pinterest, if you use the right SEO, the right keywords, you can rank a pin within hours to days. That's the fastest way to rank. And Google's the largest search engine in the world. YouTube is the second largest, and Pinterest is the third largest search engine on Earth. All right. Anybody have any other questions for me that I can answer right now? When I get off, the first thing I'm going to do is probably have a bio break. Then I'm going to jump into Blueberry. I'm going to post and make it a pinned post or an announcement, the new link, so that all the students in that group can jump in there. I don't have a new link for Bourbon. I don't. But I do for Blueberry and a couple other batches of Frostin'. And then I will let in the new people who bought Frostin'. So that includes, I guess, Laura as well. I'll let those people in next. Anybody who bought new Blueberry batch of Frostin', your success email or your purchase email, besides the receipt that gets sent separately, that already has the right link in there. But don't worry, I'm going to repost it in the group anyways. Then I'm going to hit the other batch of Frosting groups that I have. And then I'll send out a mass email probably later on. Okay? So you got if it's not popularity plan, blueberry, rose, orange, or apple batches of Frostin', it should still work. If it doesn't, just temporarily for the next week to 2 weeks, do email support at cupcaketrainings.com and say, I can't get in and this isn't migrated over yet, is it? But please make sure that you flush your cookies, you flush your cache, you update your browser, you relaunch your computer, you relaunch your browser, because it could be like a browser / caching issue. Because I know that all the sites are working right now in both my account and, from what I can see, Renee's account. So the sites aren't down. He does not turn anything off until he gives me the link. That was our understanding. Alrighty. So from now on, and I will make the announcement in all the groups, any conversion coven trainings are going to be done here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell notification, select all. Starting next week also, Barney and I have been working. We will go back to the types of videos that you're used to seeing on this channel. I'm going to hide the gaming videos, and we're going to have, I would say, like 4 videos a week on my channel, and then the live stream on Wednesday. So Monday through Friday going forward, starting next week, 5 days a week, you will have stuff from me here as well. Certainly encourage your friends and people in other groups to come. Stuff and Junk by Heidi. Thank you, Stacey. Truly appreciate all that you do. I appreciate you guys too. As I say with Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, if it wasn't, how do I say it? I mean, we love what we do and we love who we do it for. I love what I do. I love who I do it for. Or I wouldn't keep doing it, quite frankly. I'd just go get a job. But without you guys, there's no us. You know what I mean? So I say that with Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill all the time. Without you guys, there's no us. So without you guys, there's no me. It's not about me. It's about what I can do for you guys and what you guys do with the information that I give you. We're a team. You know what I mean? So I love and appreciate the opportunity to serve you. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I'll be relaunching Social Talk Shortcut when Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill's TikTok gets to 500,000. We're at 461,000 right now. We gain at a rate of about 500 to 1,000 people a day. So I will relaunch the TikTok course that I did in celebration of hitting that milestone. I also have something, it's going to be a bigger offering. It's going to be called Funnel Dynasty. That'll definitely be launching, I don't know, October, November, I think is the goal for that. October, November. It will have a payment plan because it will be a bigger offering of mine. And of course, once a business quarter, I relaunch Socialgram Shortcut. So if you don't have the Instagram deep dive course, you can get that. I will relaunch all batches of Frostin' through the end of the year. And I will support them going forward. Definitely. I will support everything that I sell going forward. Popularity Plan is going to be a different monthly offering every single month for the foreseeable future because enough students want it and certainly are getting it. And it's certainly helping them to save time as they market. Have a great day, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.